everybody, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we'll be taking a look at the Studio Series Transformers Dark the Moon, Wheeljack or Q, whichever you prefer. So we'll just take a look at the box. There he is, still inside. Get a nice shot of his frankly terrifying robot mode. Down there, got his little car. On the side, just more of the robot mode art. And a shot of the hangar on this side. A nice shot of his freaky Albert Einstein looking mug. At the back, some product shots of the robot and car. It is officially licensed, thanks Mercedes. And in the corner we have a little brief bio. Not sure how well that will focus. No. And at the bottom, just some words and nonsense. And at the top, just Transformers Dark the Moon and Wheeljack. Or Q. So, with all that said, let's get our freaky scientist out of there. But first, I'll give you a chance to like the video, or else the magpie of judgment will swoop down upon you like an unsuspecting cyclist. So here we have Wheeljack or Q outside of his packaging, and we'll just take a look at some of the details. Now you've got like the freaky Albert Einstein robot looking head. Got like some metallic light blue for the hair that he has, very odd. Some blue for the optics and some gold for his very plaqued teeth. Some silver for the headlights around the front of the car. A bit of blue and gold breaking up the otherwise quite barren chest, which otherwise has a lot of nicely molded detailing to it. I love all the mechanical bits and bobs. Got some spanners on the side there, and like I guess some explosives or whatever on the bits of lab coat sides. There are his hands. They look a bit funny. It is sculpted with a big ol' 5mm port on the middle. There's his legs. Again, some nice molded detailing. None of it really picked out in paint. And there are his feet. Turn a figure to the side. He's got a bit of junk hanging off, but it's not the worst we've seen for these Studio Series Movie figures. There he is from the back. And, yeah, it looks alright. Getting into the posability, the head can not look up. It looks down a bit though, it's good. Not really side to side. Can rotate. Not quite full 360, but you know, if you look side to side, that's all you really need it to. These bits of car can come up to give the arms a bit of freedom, but all you can do is go up that far and back that far before really hitting all that. Get rotation at the elbow, at the bicep, sorry, and at the ball joint in here. There is a double jointed elbow if you use it at that side. Otherwise it's just a 90-degree bend there. Nothing at the wrist. It's all one solid piece. Waist, sorry. These bits of lab coat can splay out. He does not have a waist swivel. Legs can kick forward that far. back, not really. They smack straight into this bit of car windshield. You can not do the full splits. Get rotation at the thigh and a bit at the ball joint above it. You get 9 degrees of bend there at the knee, and the toe can go down and the heel can collapse, but that's more for transformation. And there is no ankle tilt. Going into the accessories, he includes this, I guess, I don't know, shooty stick dealio. Looks alright, it's got some decent detailing throughout. And you get this kind of cute looking pistol midgegger. Again, looks alright. You can plug them both into his hands. This can go as a big ol' whacking stick. So you can go ooh, ooh, and pew pew. You can also plug it into his fist with this post. So you can have double pew pew action. If you want to store it, there's this little post on the pistol which can plug into the support on the staff, like so, and then this will plug into this slot on the backpack. So you can have something like that going on. And yeah, that pretty much does it for the robot mode. So getting into the transformation, we'll flip these bits of car up, and then we'll just unfurl the back face out. Flip up the car roof window, and then bring up the sides of the car, and we'll just rotate. I'll leave it up like that for now, and we will focus on the legs. So coming down to the feet, bring in the heel, then rotate that part of the leg around, fold up the foot, and then flip it the rest of the way around. So it's like that. Do the same thing on the other side. Flip up the heel, rotate that piece around, bring in the foot, rotate the rest of the way, close in these two pieces, and then slap the legs together. Make sure these two bits of lab coat are stuck next to the legs. Coming to the arms, rotate it at the grey piece, and then work that double hinge so it looks like that. Rotate at the grey, and then fold up, then bring the arms in together and just tab them in, and then tab that into the legs. So we've got that going on. Bring all that in. There is a port on the inside here which will attach to this post right here. Come on. fiddly. There we go. So we've got that sorted in there. Bring this down and around. This part here will tab into the slot right in there. And the front will just crunch in. Do the same thing on the other side. Swing that up. Get that up and around. Tab that into that slot like so, and get that in. And here we have Q in his car mode. And yeah, it looks pretty alright. Take a look at some of the details. Got the front grille picked out in silver and black. Little Mercedes logo. Again, got the silver for the headlights at the front. Got some silver around the insides of the wheels. Got the windows all around picked out in kind of like a smoky clear plastic. Looks quite nice. Got the rear of the car. Actually having rear lights picked out once with some red and silver. Got the silver around the boot, the Mercedes logo again. Got the type of car manufacturer thing. Tiny little exhaust detailing there as well. And yeah, here it is from the top. Here it is from the bottom. It's not the most robots in the sky thing of all, but you know, it works. Does it roll? Not really. The front wheels, they roll pretty well. The rear wheels, not so much, especially this one. I have no idea what's going on there. That's a shame. And for accessory storage, if you kept it looking like this, just plug it into that same slot from before in the robot mode. Like so. And yeah, got some weaponized Mercedes car, because why not? So with all that out of the way, we'll move on to some comparisons. Here is the last figure I reviewed, also from Dark of the Moon, with the Studio Series hatchet. With the Robots in the Sky 2015 Legion class crab guy. With Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime sans trailer. The front grille does not want to stay connected. And with the Dark of the Moon Wreckers. If you're wondering where Leadfoot is, oh no, he just never showed up in Australia. And for some robot mode comparisons, here he is with the Dark of the Moon hatchet. With the Robots in the Sky 2015 Legion class crab guy. With Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime. He is a bit taller. And with Roadbuster and Topspin. So, there you have that. So to wrap up, the Studio Series Deluxe Class Dark of the Moon Q figure, otherwise known as Wheeljack, is a pretty alright figure when compared to most other live action Studio Series figures. as a standard, the paintwork does leave a bit to be desired. What with the pretty barren chest, like with all the nice bits of robo detailing just asking to be picked out. He comes with, I guess, a decent amount of accessories and a pretty painfully below average amount of articulation. That being said, he is a pretty decent figure of the weird looking Albert Einstein Autobot scientist, and in that I say the figure does its job quite well. There are a few design oddities, what with the ports just leading into his hands, that looks a bit odd. The transformation and alt mode are both pretty fine. I do like the car mode, looks like something you might see coming down the street. Not sure if you'd find it in blue though. If you're looking to complete your Dark of the Moon shelf, I would recommend the figure, and even if you weren't, I would still suggest maybe a curious pickup, but he's definitely not gonna blow your mind or anything. And with all that said, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video and want to see any of my previous reviews, there are links to playlists in the description down below. And if you want to help support the channel, feel free to subscribe with notifications on, drop us a like, and leave a comment if you're feeling spicy. And I will catch you all next time. Peace.